We're starting with breaking news this afternoon. Welcome to 12 News at 1 o'clock. I'm Rachel Cole. Scottsdale detectives are currently working on a death investigation. Here's what we know at this point. Scottsdale PD are investigating the circumstances around a death investigation in the McCormick Ranch neighborhood. 12 News journalist Sean Rice live at the scene with what police officers are telling us at this point. Sean, what can they share with us?
Hey, Rachel, good afternoon to you. Scottsdale police are being extremely tight-lipped on exactly what happened here at this home behind me in the afternoon hours yesterday into the evening hours. Neighbors tell us they were here for quite a while. Scottsdale police are really only calling this a death investigation. They emphasize that there is no ongoing threat to the community, but they won't tell us if one person died or multiple people died. They also won't tell us how they're classifying their investigation, whether that be an ongoing murder investigation or some kind of murder-suicide. Now, we do know from speaking with neighbors here this morning that a family of 3 lived here in this home behind me, and the neighbors also said they witnessed multiple people last night in the evening hours being loaded into a medical examiner's van. So it's presumed and neighbors believe that multiple people may have passed away here last night. Now, take a look at these photos that neighbors shared with us this morning of what their neighborhood looked like. They're pretty grainy, but it shows a lot of police presence. They recall seeing multiple police vehicles, tents set up, and a mobile command unit from Scottsdale Police that in previous instances an investigation that typically involves a death investigation. They remember police investigators scouring the inside of this home here in Scottsdale until about midnight last night. One next door neighbor said she actually got a knock on her front door Wednesday morning by a Scottsdale police officer. That officer said he was doing a wellness check on her female neighbor. Now, over the next several hours, she said police cars began to accumulate in front of her home. She and other neighbors this morning are left with a lot of questions about what exactly may have happened to their neighbors, who they say largely kept to themselves.
They had moved in approximately a year ago, and I had actually made several attempts to reach out to them, to welcome them to the neighborhood. Never had the opportunity to do that, so I'm not even sure what their names are.
I usually cut through this way and I said, oh, holy smokes, that's a lot of police. And that's really all I really saw, but I'm terribly curious as to what happened.
Now, Scottsdale police say their detectives right now are still actively working on this case. Again, they wanted to emphasize that there is no ongoing threat to the community of any kind. We were able to learn from some records that this couple behind us may have been renting this home. It was not a home that they owned. But other than that, we really don't have a lot of information on who they were. Now, we do expect to get more information from Scottsdale police this afternoon and into this evening. And when we get it, we'll be sure to share it to you right here on 12 News and 12news.com. Live in Scottsdale, Sean Rice, 12 News.
And Sean, I know you mentioned there's no current threat to the public, which is certainly reassuring for viewers, but is there any sort of street closures as police continue their investigation at this point?
Yeah, Rachel, we've been out here since about 10 a.m. this morning, and there's been no police presence here. From what we're hearing from neighbors, that really stopped at around midnight last night is when all the police presence left and the investigation went to the police headquarters. So there is no police closures here in this neighborhood, and neighbors are certainly grateful for that, but they're still left with a lot of questions, as you heard.
Yeah, I would imagine. Okay, Sean Rice live for us in Scottsdale. Thank you. We expect an update from PD later this afternoon.